was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
We got 4. We got 4. 55.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
14.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A gain of 3, second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Rodgers now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve. Mike 5-4, Mike. Inside. Mike 5-4.
To throw again, Rodgers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him 26. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Good job right there. Good job right there. One left. 50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Watch the back. Watch the back. Hustle. 50 seconds.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So first and 10 now from the 30.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This to Jarwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Hey, check Mike 50 seconds. Mike 50 seconds.
On first down, Wilson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now on second and 13, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
91 in the money. Check 91.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
358. Check. Walk it before. Hey, 88. See, we got to get to the Haywood.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Zadarius Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all game. Woo! Let's get it. Break it. We need team. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Cut. 26.
Hey, seam 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. 3rd down here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3
touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Check, 55 to Mike. All day, just like that. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now Wilson on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing now is Rodgers, eluding the pressure right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Hey, orbit. Mike's 5-4. All right, T, let's
now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, Delta. Check Mike 54.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. I'm coming. 91 is the Mike. There's a part in that. 19. Check that.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on second and 10. Wilson, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here's another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
General West.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. 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 Over.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Rodgers to throw again. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
14.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 0. 55, Mike, got 55. 3 buzz. Mike 55. Double gun, 4 down. Check, 55 to Mike.
To throw again, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. It's caught here by Adams. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Carson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Going for Metcalf on the... And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand-new NFL record.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmaker. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We, you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Za'Darius Smith. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives at being at his peak late in ball games.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. You go tank. You got 15.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike. 319.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Shift.
Undercrush. Undercrush.
Today's final score, Packers 55, Seahawks 14.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Took me so long getting back to my right mind.